third or fourth time. I lost counting. We're still at China. Yeah, we're still at China. And we are again going to start the formation lab. This is just ridiculous, guys. I'm already apologizing, although I can't do anything about it. But yeah, I'm so sorry. This is just ridiculous. Let's see. Top 10 on Ultrasoft tires. That's all fine. All the guys in good positions. I think everything is fine by now, as Wiseboy isn't laggy anymore, so that's also a good thing. I think we can go on the way as Wiseboy left the session. As Wiseboy has joined back in, but I think he just needs to give up. I think it's just not going to work today. In my opinion, and at least I think you're just making it worse for everyone else except of yourself. You can't do anything about it, I know, but still, just retire or just leave the session and stay it like that, because you're just destroying the race for everyone else. That's my opinion, at least. I don't know what Chris has to say about it. I don't know what the others has to say about it, but it's getting ridiculous that we have to restart this amount of times, and it's already so late for a lot of people. All these people have to work, go to school, have something to do the next day. Like, it's not a weekend, it's not Friday. It's like freaking Thursday, so if it's not working now, then I think, in my opinion, we have to skip this race, because then it's not going to work. But I think everyone is going fine by now. Smado and Hemi on the front of the grid. As we go to 5. Red lights for the Chinese Grand Prix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And away we go for the Chinese Grand Prix. As we still... Nah. As we are away now. What is going on? What is going on? What is he doing? What's Wiseboy? What's going on with his car? As Hemi takes P1, I think. Yeah, everything's fine now. Everything is fine right now. Okay, we're back on track. We are back on track as Hemi leads the way. In front of Smado, in front of Status. As those guys are really close. As Status is, I think, looking to make the move, if we will go on board with him. As he almost lost it. Key Beacon. Go up to his slipstream and maybe get past him, we will see. As he's gaining. Let's see what Kibi can do. Goes around the outside. As he has to go right, I think. No, he doesn't. As he makes the move stick. Great move by Kibi. Great move. Well done. As now Status is all over the back of Kibi again. Had a good exit. Goes around the outside. As Chris and Fallen go for Chris goes for a move on Status, Status has to go wide, tries to go up to the inside, but can't make the mistake. Great move by Chris, who's up to P4 right now. Asmado behind Hemi. KB with already a bit of a gap to the top two. As he has to defend from Chris onto the long back straight, I think. All these guys really close. As there's a Red Bull, as it is Race Boy, who just had a tank slapper and a half leading up to the big straight. What a save from him. One of the highlights, I think. As you go back on board with Chris, as he wants to make a move on Kibi. As he's going for, it's not quite a switchback, but goes for the racing line, wants to get around the outside. Just get his foot off the gas, and Status want to improve. Status want to gain on this battling, as he already got Chris, and he goes, almost goes down the inside. Free wide going into the first corner, as it is Chris going around the outside again, gets the inside for the next turn. And he defends from Status. Yes, he does. Really great battle for P3 at the moment. Really great to watch. Fair and square overtaking, that's what we like. Chris, what can he do? He's already so close to Kibi. I'm sorry I'm focusing on this battle really much, but it's so interesting and it's for a podium, so that's why. And I don't have a second commentator, so I can't watch everything as Cold Predator goes past Lennon, as Juventus wants to make a move on him as well on the soft tires. This is such a bad camera angle, but he makes the mistake. As we're watching Chris, he wants to make a move on QB, which I think he's able to do so. Yes, he does. As QB has to give him the position. We're watching from Status's point of view, which goes really close, and he breaks his front wing onto the back of QB. He breaks his front wing onto the back of QB very late on the braking, and he has to pay the price for it. Is he going straight back in? No, he isn't. He's staying out with a broken front wing. That's really unfortunate for Status, as QB and Chris will probably run away with it. QB must have felt a bit of a touch from Status. Luckily he didn't get a puncture, as he now wants to get back up to Chris's car and wants to get past, I think, as these guys almost have to think about when to stop or when to carry on. It's already possible to go onto the medium tire with Fruitful. Showed it yesterday that it's possible to stop on lap 3 and still manage to get the tires to the end. So these guys can, on the ultra tires, can stop. As Ricky and Senna are already inside the top 10 on soft tires, so we have to keep an eye on them. As these guys are now the closest to each other, so we will watch these guys. As Ricky wants to make a move on P6. Ricky just joined the party before we started for the first time, and he wasn't really happy about the behavior of Viceboy with his internet, but Viceboy can't do anything about it. But I understand Ricky, as he ties it down the inside of X427, which is a reserve driver new to this league. As he goes wide, leaves Ricky a lot of room, and you don't want to give Ricky that much room because he will take it. And Ricky is up to a P5. As KB, what's happened to Hemi is pitting. Hemi is pitting, that's why I thought, hey, what's going on? But Hemi is it's on soft tire, so he's going for the 2-stop. The same goes for Status. He's going onto the medium tire, so he's going doing the 1-stop. Smart decision from Status. I think stupid move from Hemi. I don't know. Maybe it turns out to be the good strategy. He did go for an alternative strategy. So he did go for an alternative strategy at Bahrain as well, and it almost gave him the win. So maybe he can do something special again today. As for watching Ricky, who is off track when I joined him, and now X427 is past him again. As Ricky did go on the grass, I think. Maybe he got pushed wide by KB. But KB has to watch his mirrors now as X427 and Ricky are gaining slipstream on him. And Senna as well. Oh, I guess he is just a bit off, but all of these guys are just... Oh, as X goes for the move, KB goes for the switchback. But he makes the Williams, got the inside and the better run. Ah, KB goes into the pits. KB goes into the pits. Interesting to see which strategy will be on as X427 is off. X427 is off. What did he do? As he's going back into the pits and probably go onto the medium tires. What has happened there? As Senna is into the pits as well. KB going on to the soft tires as well. Same strategy as Hemi. As Ricky is now up to P3. And now Cassie, because all of this battling in front of him, has gained up to the back of Ricky, who has to defend now at the moment. As Juventus goes past Lennon. Good move by Juventus, steady move. As Lennon now wants to get back to him, but Lennon on the ultra soft tire, so probably losing a lot of grip at the moment. I think what he has to do is just stopping, because the only thing he's doing at the moment is losing time. As we're watching Raceboy, who is in the slipstream of Alcassi. As goes round the outside. As Alcassi defends. Oh, they gave a bit of a touch, but it's all fine. I think no one lost a bit of his front wing, so they can carry on. As Chris is pitting. Chris is pitting. On which tire is he gonna go? As Remix comes into the pits. And he goes on to the soft tires, so same strategy as Hemi and Kibi. Kibi falling away. Oh no, he's making a move on power. As he goes down the inside, makes the move stick, as Chris has to stick behind power, I think. As Remix joined the chat, he says, "Nice commentary, Thomas, seems hard to do it on your own." Well, obviously it's not that relaxed, because you have to watch everything and have to stay tuned to everything, but it's doable and I'm enjoying it, so it's not a problem. But hopefully Jordan and Brandon are back next time, as Chris makes a move on power. Great move, good on the braking, as Chris is on ultra soft tires on screen, but on soft tires in the hard. So strange, but I think he's on soft tires. Really strange. But Remix, unfortunate that you couldn't join back. I'm sorry, but it's just this game, and Wise Boy is also not joining, and then well joining, and then not joining, so I'm sorry mate, better luck next time. As Hemi did go past Fallen, can he go make a switchback? Nah. Oh, he did go into neutral. That lost him a bit of time, as Hemi goes up into P5, as Smado is pitting. And he's going on to the mediums. Great strategy call by Smado. Because Hemi was like 6-7 seconds behind him. So he gained. So when these mediums get up to grips, it will be faster than Hemi. and he will gain all those time back as Valen goes into the pits as well and goes onto the mediums, also changing his front wing. That's not because he can do, then he had some damage. As Gold Predator lost a bit of his front wing, yeah, right front, he lost a bit of his front wing, and they touch, or is it lag? But I think Lennon and Gold Predator collided with each other, and Gold Predator came out worse because he lost a bit of his front wing, but again a great exit. As we're watching those guys, goes for the switchback. Oh, I love the switchback. Oh, Gold Predator, you're making me a happy man. Yeah, get in, bro. Great switchback, great move. If we're making a highlights video, this has to be in it, Chris. For sure, love switchback moves. Shout out to the Gold Predator for making the switchback. Love those moves. As Lennon loses another place to Senna. Probably some team orders, I think. As we're watching Raceboy, Oakesi and Ricky within 2 seconds of each other on the soft tires, with Hemi catching them on fresher soft tires. Interesting to see if Hemi can build out that lead to make sure that when he stops, the gap isn't too large to Smado to catch up again. The gap now is I think it's like 7, maybe 8 seconds. So if you can extend that lead a bit, go on to another set of soft tires and overtakes Smado again, maybe he's on for the win. But Smado on the medium tires doesn't have to stop again. So let's see how this will turn out, as Raceboy is all over the back of Ricky at the moment. Is Ricky will lock up? No. He usually does that when he's under pressure, so as we go on board with Raceboy to see if he can get the slipstream of Ricky, as he goes really wide, a lot of dirty air I think. As Raceboy is catching, he's catching, he's catching. He's gaining, he's gaining, he's gaining. He's going for the move. Yes, he does. Does he go wide? No, Ricky has to hold. Ooh, great move by Raceboy. Just parked it on the apex. Ricky couldn't do anything about it. But he desperately wants to get that place back, I think. As Oakesi 7 just has to leave a bit of a gap, with Hemi closing him down by almost 2 seconds a lap, which is ridiculous. Hemi with absolute crazy pace at the moment. As Smado is gaining on Juventus as well, so he knows what's going on. He knows that he needs to keep the gap as small as possible to Hemi and needs to get past Juventus as soon as possible. ASAP. It's emergency on board with Smado, as he probably goes for a move down the inside. Yeah, good move as he locks up. Can Juventus come back? Yes, Juventus can. Juventus come back. No, Juventus can't. Great move by Smado. 7.5 seconds behind Hemi. Let's see what the gap is going to do. As Chris is all over the back of Key B at the moment, so we will watch this battle. As Chris goes on the grass, lost the car. Yeah, Remix, you're right. Wiseboy also had these problems at Australia, so we will have to look at it as stewards slash admins, and have to see what we will do about it. Supporting Smado now. That's nice. Yeah, he needs to score some good points from McLaren now. Hemi all over the back of Oakesi at the moment, as Ricky goes in for the medium tires on lap 11, which is quite early but definitely doable. So Hemi, can he make a move down the inside on Oakesi? No, he can't. He's really cautious. But he's got a great exit. Goes down the inside. And he... Oh, I guess he's just hanging around the outside. As they touch. As they are still side by side. As I guess he's going for the switchback. What's this for side camera angle? As Cassie almost lost it. Just stay behind him now, Cassie. Just get in his DRS again and get past him again. You need to get past Hemi if you want to have anything about your race. Because he's much quicker than you. Can Cassie gain? Nah, I think the gap is too much. I think the gap is already too much. So Hemi will hunt down Raceboy now. As Chris is on the back of Key B again. After his mistake, Chris is back. Is he going for the move? I don't think so. No, he isn't. He's holding back. Chris is holding back, just focusing on the exit as Key B almost lost the car. This can give Chris an opportunity as Key B runs wide. Chris now in the slipstream as Okasi pit. Okasi pit, but we're staying on board for this. As Key B defense, ooh, he's moving. He's moving. As Chris goes, yeah. Making the switch back. Yes, Chris, that's what we want to see. Key B, can he stick around the... Chris can stick it around the outside. Yeah, great move by Chris. GG Chris, well done. Great move. As Lennon gets past Maddie on the first corner as well. What can Key B do? I think they're on the same tires. Although on screen it says Chris is on the ultra soft tires. I think he's on the soft tires as well. As I'm really thirsty but I can't get anything to drink, so that's really annoying. Almost halfway through the race. As Key B wants to get past Chris again, as Status is also catching up to the P4, P5 and P6, so interesting to see what he can do. As we will watch Key B gaining on Chris. As the Raceboy pits. Raceboy going into the pits and he all clean. Goes into pits with Hemi now back into the lead and Smado, yeah. Smado with a gap of, let's see what it says, 7 seconds. 7 seconds, so he's gaining back his time that he lost. So I think Hemi has to drive his socks off to take the win here, because Smado is really solid and really stable this race. Just as I say that, he locks up, but you guys know. So interesting to see race boys, cold mediums, Status on 8 lap old mediums. Are there team orders or are they just gonna race? I think they will just race each other. But Status has to keep in mind that the tires of Raceboy are still cold. And he can't take the corners like he wants to, so he has to keep that in mind. As Cold Predator is really close to Rip and Run. Cold Predator on the soft tires and Rip and Run on the medium tires. As Rip and Run almost lost it on the curb. You don't want to touch the curbs on this game all too much. As Cold Predator goes really wide, but I think it's allowed on that corner. As we're really closes up at the moment, so we will watch how this will turn out. As Cold Predator, yeah, he's struggling with the wing. He has just so less downforce now with his broken front wing. Rip and Run can just probably take this corner flat out as Chris gets past. Oh no, Juventus spitting. My fault, sorry. As we will watch Rip and Run and Cold Predator again. I thought Juventus crashed or something, but he's just coming into the pit, so nothing to worry about. As he goes onto the medium tires, so He's going for the one stop as well, of course. Would be strange to see him going on to softs as he just rejoins behind these guys. As Ripper One is just really driving strange lines in my opinion. I don't know what his racing line says, but it's a really strange one. As Fallen also caught up to these guys, and X427 as well. So these guys really battling. No points as Fallen goes for a like crazy move on Gold Predator. But Gold Predator comes back. Can he hang it around the outside? I don't think so because of the wing. Yes he can. What's Fallen doing? Oh my god, these guys. Oh, he touched. They touch. Oh. As Fallen goes around the outside of the Williams again. Now the Williams defense. Oh, is the stuck back in. Fallen goes really wide. The Williams will come back. The Williams will come back. No. Oh, they were waiting for the straight. Oh, this is turning out to be great, guys. Let's see what they will do. Gold Predator, Fallen and the Williams. Oh, they touch. Oh, what a battle, guys, what a battle. Gold Predator, the fence goes deep in the corner. Williams can make the use of this. Whoa. Fallen really defends hard. Fallen has to tuck in behind Gold Predator as Williams has got a good exit, but Fallen as well. Fallen. Whoa. Did go deep as Gold Predator once wide going onto the grass. So that gives Fallen the position as the Williams is getting past him as well. Going for the switchback. Make the switchback move. Make the switchback work. No he can't. No he can't. He's going down the inside. The Williams really attacking these guys. No foot on the brake. Just only on the gas as he goes around the outside. Great move which turns into be the inside. As Fallen is all over the back of Kiwi who just pitted for medium tires, so really short stint from Kiwi then, who I think just put on soft tires and now he's already on a medium tire, so really strange. But probably he was on ultra soft tires but it didn't show it, I don't know. As Fallen is too far behind. Same goes for X47 and Gold Predator, they are all outside a second. As we're watching Raceboy now within 5/10 of Chris. We're going back to the guys in the front of the race. As Raceboy definitely wants to get past Chris, who is on a 9-lap old soft tire, so they are getting to the end. They get to the end of their life and Raceboy's tires are just getting up to grips and now starting to work. So as Raceboy gains a good exit, as Chris all hands on deck. As Raceboy gets past him, yeah, great move. Great, just made use of the much faster tires. Chris can't do anything about it. Has to stick behind Raceboy and I think he has to pit. I think Chris has to pit. He's losing way too much time. Status now also on the back of Chris. And maybe he can get past Chris, but Chris may have DRS on a Raceboy, so wouldn't gain that much. As Chris does, yeah, so Chris has DRS again, or I can as well. As Status locks up. Again goes really deep in the corner. That's why he broke a bit of his front wing. They go very deep as Chris pitted, yeah. He's not in the party, so he couldn't hear me, but he's doing the right thing in my opinion. Let's see where he comes back, because Key B was close to him and he's stuck behind Rip and Run, so maybe Chris can get back in front of Key B. Oh no, he has to pit and Key B is already down the straight. Yeah, that's not. Oh, although Chris, Key B just got past. Yeah, Key B got past. There's Chris. Chris just in the background, yeah. As the two Alfa Romeo Saubers P12 and P13, no points for them at the moment, as Red Bull is scoring some great points for the Constructors' Championship. They P2 and P3, both on the medium tires, although Status has to stop. No, he can make it to the end. Yeah, he can make it to the end, so that's good to see. As Hemi pitted, I did miss that, sorry. So he's 3.7 in total. He's like 50 seconds behind Smado, so he's to gain 50 seconds in like 11 laps. I don't think that's doable. I don't think that's doable for Hemi, but at least he can get back onto the podium. Just take some points of Red Bull. As there are no real battles at the moment. A lot of guys are almost within a second, so probably next lap we will see a lot of overtakes. Yeah, you have sometimes some. Not every lap is exciting as the other one. We had a great battle between Fallen, X47, Ripper 1, Gold Predator. We had some great battles between KB, Chris, Status, Raceboy, Hemi making a lot of overtakes. Ricky has to defend a lot. Oakeshi just hanging it on. So really interesting to watch and see how these guys are doing. As I see now, Maddie is on 16 lap old medium, so he has to stop again, I think. Or he can make the medium last 26 laps, but I don't think that's doable. SKB really close now to Juventus, as he's faking to make a move, but no, he's not making the move, okay. But he's knocking on the door, but Juventus isn't opening. Yes, now he is. Now Juventus is opening the door. No, he isn't. He just shut it. SKB goes for a move. Oh, that's a harsh move. That wasn't a fair move, Kiwi. I have to say it. And now Chris is all over the back of Juventus. You see, last lap it was really boring. Now 3 guys within a second. Ridiculous. Oh, Juventus gains back the time. Yeah, he broke way too late. Juventus now has to stick behind Chris, as Chris wants to make a move on KB. KB on the medium tires, Chris on the soft tires. As he goes around the outside, and he makes the move. Stick. He's in front. This corner will turn out to the inside. So bad camera angles, man. Oh my god. I'm just watching this. As they're still side by side. SKB has the inside now. And defends. Yeah, great job by KB. Good defending. His move on Juventus wasn't that fair, but this is just great defending. Well done. As Senna is really close to 007 at the moment. I'm just calling it 007. Just find it more funny, eh? Senna has to. He's gaining by a lot now at the moment. Brakes later. Can he make the move stick? Oh, mate, if you would have made the switch back. Oh, just imagine. Just imagine. As Chris is really close to KB at the moment. As he's going down the inside. Yeah. Oh, he cut the corner, I think. He cut the corner, I think. As Senna got past 007. And KB now all over the back of Chris. He's back again. And he wants to make a move right now, I think. But Chris defends. Yeah, Chris defends well. It's just time for Chris to pull away now on the softer tire. As Hemi is really close to Sellers at the moment. He's trying to nick some points of Red Bull. And closing up to Hemi. Closing up to Hemi. Hemi is closing up to Smado. So I'm sorry, yeah, it's already late for me as well, guys, so apology. As Hemi is gaining and gaining and gaining. DRS open now. He doesn't have that much of ERS left. But he's gaining like so much. It's crazy. As Hemi brakes just in time, he has the grip. He has the grip to just brake late. He makes the move stick. Great, solid move. And now he's on to P2. He's on for P2. Definitely. And maybe P1. SKB is just trying to keep up with Chris, but I don't think it's doable. As Wiseboy is still trying to join. Just give up, mate. Just give up. There's nothing to win. There's nothing to win anymore, and you're just maybe destroying the race for everyone else. As Maddie is going to pitch. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I already said I don't think you can make these tires last 26 laps, and that's what he thought as well. Going on to the soft tires, maybe he could have stretched it a bit and just put on the ultra soft tires, but he's going on to the softs. As he will rejoin in P15 behind Ripperon. Ripperon finished P3 last week. Really sad to see him driving around in P14, but really the secret of him was to keep it clean, and it turned out to be the good way, as X427 is really close to his teammate Juventus at the moment. As there are 15-16 people watching now, which is ridiculous around this time. So I'm really glad you guys are all watching. Thank you very much, I really appreciate it. If I missed something, or just let me know in the chat, I will keep an eye on that as well. Now, because I'm on my own, I can't see anything. That's just a fact. As Hemi is really close to Raceboy, but let's see what X47 can do on his teammate. Nah, don't go for the move, mate. Nah, great decision. As there's yellow in sector 1. It's status. Status is off. What did he do? What did status do? What did status do? I know what happened between those guys, but status lost a lot of time, and Hemi is all over the back of Raceboy at the moment. As Kimi says, Ricky and Senna and Raceboy and Hemi. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on those battles. Definitely. As X427 is also really close to Juventus, as Cold Predator gets past Ripperman, but that's because he's into the pit, so that's why as X427 gets past Juventus. We're focusing on Hemi at the moment because it's the top 3 battle for the podium, or battle on the podium, as he's really closing. I think Hemi is really running low wings because he's gaining so much time on the straight if you compare it to other drivers. It's ridiculous how much he's gaining. As he's in the slipstream now, we'll probably get past him. Yeah, with ease. This is insane how much straight line speed Hemi has. As he almost runs wide. Yeah, that's why he's losing it in the corners. He's just losing it in the corners, and these mediums are at their prime now, so that's why Raceboy can defend. As Juventus got past X47 again. As there's yellow is Cold Predator. Cold Predator lost it. Oh, Cold Predator lost it. On the right hand side, as there's yellow in sector 2 as well. What's happening in sector 2? Oh. Maybe a safety car, I don't know. Someone on the left right hand corner? No. Yeah, there's the yellow in sector 2. What's going on? Oh, it's Power. And Power retired. Power retired off the race. And he hasn't got any front wing damage, so don't know what happened there. But his AI car is doing strange things. And maybe this will cause a safety car. Not. Don't think it will. Really strange to see, but we will catch up to the battle at the front again. As Lennon is really close to Owakesi again. Or 007. Sammy really, as 427 gets past Juventus again, these Williams guys are really battling. Sammy is just, I see him focusing on gaining a good exit, but that's not enough, bro. That's just not enough. You have to be solid in the corners as well. As Senna is now closing up the status. Status probably overheating his tires a lot because of that spin, and now locking up again. Senna wants to make use of this. He wants to make use of a struggling status in front of him. So we will watch Hemi and Raceboy, and then we will switch back to status and Senna, because they will both be on the long straight. And I think they will make their overtakes around that time, as Hemi will gain a lot of time. See how much he gains with DRS. This is ridiculous how much he gains. And he makes the move round the... I wanted to say round the outside, but he's going for the inside. Great move. And he makes the move stick. Great move by Hemi. Raceboy is stuck behind. Senna and... Oh, status. Oh, status. He lost it. Status lost it. And he's losing big points for Red Bull at the moment. As Status retired. He just retired off the race. I just got it on stream. They touch. And Status is off out of the race. It's really unfortunate for Status, and maybe he will turn this into... What is Status's car doing? Oh wow. Status's car just on the right hand side. Yeah, ridiculous. But with the Williamses almost with inside the points, X427, a reserve driver, first race already inside the points, just 1 point, but still. As Raceboy is still within a second of Hemi, but he will have trouble catching up to Hemi, because Hemi is just running ridiculous wings, I think. As we have 3 laps to go with Smado in the lead. Hemi in P2 defending of Raceboy. Smado with this win, almost a certain win. Almost a certain win. 8 seconds up the road. I think he's got it in the bag. But Hemi doesn't have, I don't know, P2 in the back, because Raceboy is all over the back of him. I think Hemi's tires are going off now. Maybe he asked too much from them, as Raceboy is now all over the back of him. Hemi scored P2 last week as well. But Raceboy is not giving up. He's really not giving up. And his Red Bull is just filling up the mirrors of Hemi. As we will go on to helicopter view and see if Raceboy can do something about the straight line speed of Hemi. Hemi low on ERS, so Raceboy can make the move, goes round the outside with the ERS. They touch as Hemi defends. Oh, Raceboy has to run right. Oh, they touch again. Raceboy on the grass, but he can keep his car under control as they go up to the start finish line. Raceboy DRS again. Can he make a move into turn 1? Wants to go around the outside. Just take advantage of those more wings. Just make your move in the corners, mate. Just make your move in the corner. Can he make the switch back? No, he can't. Can he get a good exit? Maybe he can dive it down the inside on this corner. No, he can't. I think he's waiting for another DRS then. As there are no close battles at the moment except with this one, so that's really nice. So we won't forget someone and we can really focusing on the battle for P2 and P3. Raceboy tries to get a good exit out of the long right-hander. Can he make the move stick on Hemi this time? He still has another lap to do it, so maybe he's just playing it safe, filling up his ERS, and when he wants to make the move on the last lap, but he's going for it, I think. No, he isn't. I think he's saving up his ERS. Let's see. Oh, he hasn't much left, so as Hemi as well, really running low on ERS. As Smalto is just sliding all over the place now, but he can afford it. As we will get this up, see how much ERS they got in the car. 11% for Hemi, 30% for Raceboy, so he has the advantage there. But I don't think you want to make the move here. You don't want to. As he's just filling up that ERS, going into mode 1. As Hemi is in mode 1 as well. He's saving fuel as well. Really interesting to see. As Lennon is within half a second of Ricky. Really need to keep an eye on that as well. But we will focus last lap. As Gold Predator left. Oh, but he retired. Sorry. So, last lap, last chance to make a move for Raceboy. 40% for Raceboy, 20% for Hemi. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. He's gaining. Hemi defense. And Raceboy goes round the outside. Hemi lost it on the last corner. Is Raceboy to taking P2? Raceboy is taking P2. Smaller takes P1. Raceboy takes P2. Yes, he does. What a great move by Raceboy. Really good job by Raceboy. What a move. As Senna finishes P4. Ricky, defending off Lennon, finishes P5, Lennon P6, 777 weaving around for P7, Chris defending off Kiwi, they were together all race, Chris P8, Kiwi P9, as we're waiting for X427 to in his first race pick up one single and final point to finish up the top 10 with his teammate just behind him. Maybe he could have played in some team orders and let Juventus have the point, but it's turning out to be that X427 is taking the last and final point with Medi into P12, Fallen P13. We are waiting for Rip and On, who is just weaving around the straight. This guy is always in for some banter. Maybe he's doing some donuts. You can expect everything from him. And he comes home. To finish off the grid. So, this was the Chinese Grand Prix with a great victory for Smado. As Raceboy takes P2 with a great move on the final lap, and Hemi has to... I don't think he's happy with P3. I don't think he is. I wouldn't be happy with it, that's for sure. But Smado with just a great victory, nothing to say about it. Really solid and great race. As I will invite these guys to the party, so maybe they can have a chat. But I'm not sure if they can join the party. We'll have to wait and see. So we have the standings here. Smado, Raceboy, Hemi, Senna, Ricky, Lennon, 007, Chris, Kibi, X47, Juventus, Matthew Robbo, Fallen, Rip and Run, and DNFs are for Wiseboy, who disconnected the whole race, Status, Gold Predator, and Power. So I will invite these guys to the party. Let's see if they can join. Hemi. Smart and Raceboy. So we're just waiting to get these guys into the party and ask them some questions about the race. Maybe we can get Ricky in as well, because I don't think everyone has a mic. Well, Smado is in, so that's really nice. Make sure your audio is on shared, so everyone can hear you. And then we're waiting for the rest to join. As Raceboy joined as well. I don't think Hemi can join the party. Hello. We're just waiting for Hemi to join the party. But I don't think he has a mic. He said it last time, I think. Sorry? Well, maybe we can get Ricky in to finish off the... He's always in for a chat. So, let's start with Smado. Smado, great victory, really solid race. I don't think you had any stress during the race. Really solid performance. What is your perspective on the race?
I think it was well managed. Hani got me at first lap, but I was close behind him and I was waiting for a moment because there were guys fighting behind us. I, I d- I don't want to overtake him, and then I one stop would be better strategy, and it worked perfectly.
Yeah, it worked perfectly. So really solid and good race. Yeah, nothing to say about it. Hemi did go on the inside, but yeah, that's a different strategy. I think your strategy was the best, and you took the victory. So well done, congratulations. Then
Thank you.
unfortunately, Hemi couldn't join the party, so we're going on to P2 Raceboy. Really good performance, and what a move on the final lap. What was going through your head when you made the move? Just tell us everything about it. Yeah, it was such a great move, and a shame because Senna and Status they collided, and Status did go into the wall and retired. Um, were you guys in a party, or did you guys discuss anything about team orders, or were you guys just racing? Yeah, it definitely is, but you took a great P2, so congratulations on that. So, Ricky, I got you invited because you joined the party as well before the race. How did it go? Tell us about it.
Well, yeah, first things first, congratulations to Smarto and Raceboy, both did a great job at the top.
Thank you.
I gotta be honest, I don't think I could have done much more than that. I literally joined from work with like 5 minutes to go. Tried to get 11th, if I'm honest, because I wanted to start on the harder compound. Um, yeah, had a few good battles, but I couldn't keep these guys behind me, and it was just a basic waiting game.
Yeah, what is your view on restarting and also asking it to the other guys about the Wise Boy incident? If he caused the session to restart a few times, I'm not quite sure. I think it was him to causing the incidents, but was it really distracting your race, or were you just really focusing and trying to get back into the
No,
rhythm?
I was right behind him, so it was hard not to notice it, and it was distracting. Um, so I don't know if that's an internet connection permanently or whether it's just tonight, but I don't know. Maybe he needs to reset his router before he starts racing, because if I'd have gone out with a lag, I mean, I wouldn't have been best pleased, as you can understand, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was the same for Remix because he couldn't join the lobby, so that was unfortunate for him as well. But Raceboy, Smado, did you have anything distractive from the Wiseboy incident? Okay.
And, and for me, I didn't meet him whole race, so I don't really care.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. So.
Show off.
So I want to thank you guys for joining the party. Thank you guys watching at home,
Thanks, man.
and
Yeah, thank you.
congratulations, Smado, for taking the victory. Raceboy for taking great P2, and Ricky for joining the lobby, although you were
Yeah,
not on the podium. So.
Yeah, thanks,
Great
man.
job. Thank you guys, and we will see you guys next week. Bye bye.